irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plots. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plots. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Just like the hands of the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm dropping the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top too. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB. I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
Got rich again, just a little hiccup. I did be ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Her she was major, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. These right here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad?
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. On the return, it's Taylor. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible, yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable, then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro, ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa, your whole team is no competition, boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence on me. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. From the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
And there's a familiar sight. Khalil Mack putting a quarterback down in the backfield for another sack. I know he only had 8.5 sacks in 2019. So a lot of people wrote that off as, hey, what's going on with Khalil Mack? You do realize he's getting doubled and tripled on just about every snap. But that was the first time since his rookie year of 2014 that he finished the season with less than 10 sacks.
Now that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. Rivers, and that is is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And the Bears take over.
10-10 at their own 39-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Colts 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. I would find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Rivers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down, Indianapolis.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. The toss here completed to Pittman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Brendan, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
On the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rivers now. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Zach Pascal, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Patterson. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go play action. Trubisky. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I always thought Allen Robinson was a high flyer from his days at Penn State, and none of that has changed with the Chicago Bears. If you throw the ball out to the perimeter, if it's a 50-50 ball, more times than not, he's going to come down with it. And some say he was the victim of some subpar quarterback play last year. He didn't let that bother him at all. Still had 98 catches and over 1,000 yards receiving. Allen Robinson just goes out and plays hard each and every week.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
58, boys, 58, 58. Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Bound to lose one.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And now it's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's got Miller. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Good for a Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Bears 7, Colts 6.
Get up. 180. One alert. 58, boys, 58. 58 to Mike. You. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Gain on the play.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Double dog, that's the way. 58, boys, 58, Mike.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up fourth.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hines. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And Pascal's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Colts.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. They run with Hines. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now a give, right side. It's Hines. And some space here. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride him maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, I haven't met an NFL player yet that doesn't use criticism as an edge, and Jimmy Graham has heard that a number of people think he's near the end of his career. He didn't put up the numbers he should have put up in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to play with a huge chip on his shoulder. Nice catch there. And he wants to show flashes of that form that he exhibited early in his career with New Orleans and Seattle.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
They go play action with Trubisky. Flush to his right. Yeah, he's going to keep it here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Chandler Jones. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
9-yard line.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one 28 yards on the ground. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 sets, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little, and oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
First down, a run with Cohen. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run for it with Montgomery, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery is... second touchdown on the season, and the Bears have retaken the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Bears 17, Colts 12.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, it's Taylor. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Hines. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beat. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 15 now. Rivers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
4-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Now Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
58. Switch up. 58, come on. 58, come on.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You ain't doing nothing.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Not much there, only a yard.
At the 28-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Big stop, Gene. Big stop, let's go. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Here we go.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
On the throwaway. It's now 3rd down and 9.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He made his first attempt, this from 45. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
On the return, it's Taylor. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
The kickoff for Indianapolis.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
At the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
29
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They try again with Cohen. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing here, Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Trying to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down.
Third down.
They get him to the ground at the 26. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
43-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen.
Number 29.
Stop made by Fred Warner, who was the Niners' leading tackler during their run to the Super Bowl last year.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Again, it's Cohen. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Chicago 1st down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. 54 is Mike.
On 1st down, Trubisky. It's caught. It's Miller. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Trubisky to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Trubisky gives to Cohen, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. He's tired of winning. Mike 54, Mike 54.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. Yeah. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 55 yards. They'll try to run with Hines. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Rodrigo.
They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, it's Cohen, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cohen, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. On 3rd down, Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And the Colts 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
The ball carrier.
And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On first down, it's Hines. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
On the tackle.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's Trubisky. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
They'll take over.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll run on first down. Hines, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. They have not seen that much today. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
Loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Hines on the toss play. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 46. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor. factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
At the Bears' 45-yard line.
Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. He's going to let this go end zone for Hilton. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the red color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. One last shot for Trubisky. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Bears 20.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end. But they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Colts, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.